Hey folks, welcome to Market Intraday Analysis by InTheMoneyStocks.com, your leaders in pure technical analysis, avoiding all that Wall Street hype. This video for Thursday, December 15th, 2011 is sponsored by Realtick. All right, let's get right into the market today. Market's kind of on a sideways mode right now. Essentially, you got some positive news from jobless claims this morning. Jobless claims dropping dramatically from the past few weeks. That was a positive that helped us gap up, but there's still kind of this worry out of Europe. And we all know what's going on in Europe right now. Bottom line is, this week has been very quiet in Europe, and I think that's making investors very uneasy. You know, it's almost as if you're not getting positive financial PRs from Europe and it's just quiet, you have to wonder what is going on there, what's happening there, and be on kind of guard. So the markets, again, yes, they're up a little bit today, but they are trading just slightly positive. You can see the gap up here. We kind of came right into this resistance area. By the way, where is that resistance area coming from? If you go back here, it's this pivot low, and I think this pivot low, what we're going to look at in terms of technicals, this level right here is going to be the pivot point for a bigger rally, meaning that if we can get above this at some point in the next few days, then I think you do head much, much higher, probably up to this gap fill up here, which will be a major level. All right, and that's around the 126 level. So you're at 122.40 on the SPY right now. If we get above this area right here, I really do think eventually you trade all the way back up into this range. And again, looking at the consolidation pattern on the daily chart, that's still what looks like it's happening. You know, it looks like that's what we're seeing. If you go here, you can see the big move up on the charts off of this low right to here, and then just connect these bottoms and look at the bottoms. They match up essentially perfectly. All right, so again, you can see one right there, right here, and right here. And that's a trend line that's holding. We're now bouncing off of it today. Question is now, will we continue to head up? Can we break that key resistance area? And if we do, then look for further upside. And that's what we're kind of watching now over the next day or so, going into Friday tomorrow, and then obviously next Monday. The holiday volume is fully intact. We've done 113 million on the SPY. It is a snooze fest in terms of volume. Going back to the intraday chart, you can see you're just chopping sideways. Look at how little the volume is on an intraday basis. I mean, it's almost impossible to see compared to even to yesterday. Yesterday midday was much heavier, and yesterday was still light. So I mean, it just shows you how light it is right now in an intraday period. And again, as we get closer to Friday and next week and the holidays, you're going to see more and more light volume. So just keep an eye on that as well, folks. All right, let's take a look at a couple other things. Let's go to the daily chart of the SPY. This is the daily chart right now that you have going on. You have a nice little trend line connecting these pivot lows. That'll be support there. But right now, you know, you're now trying to fight back above these moving averages. And you got below yesterday, but no confirmation, which is a proprietary technique we use here at InTheMoneyStocks.com. And now I'm just waiting to see, again, where does it go? If we do head lower, the first or the major level that you're going to really look for is right here. See this little area right there, pivot point gap fill right there. It also matches up right here with this trend line sloping up. That is the master level. And if we do get down there, then that is probably the short-term bottom in this market, according to the analysis that I'm doing. All right, let's take a look at a couple other things. What's the dollar doing today? Dollar is just slightly lower. You can see it's below the trend line. What I thought was interesting yesterday, and this is something I talked about in the free intraday video yesterday, was this pivot top and whether or not we would close on or below this level. And that would determine whether or not we were going to go higher on the dollar short term or pull back a little bit. Well, as you can see yesterday, if we zoom in a little bit, yesterday you closed right on that level. Therefore, it's not a breakout, and you look for a little bit of a pullback in the dollar, which is what we're getting today. Not much of a pullback, though, just a minor pullback. All right, gold after a big collapse yesterday, an epic collapse, down another 18 cents today. And again, I am not looking to swing trade gold on the long side. A lot of my members nailed the short on gold and silver off of the head and shoulder pattern, which was a beauty here. Again, notice this. There's your head and shoulder pattern. And there was your breakdown. And look at the collapse after you broke down. I mean, it's just an epic collapse. Same thing on silver, too, as well. This was a great call. I know most of my members were short silver, to be honest, as that chart was a little bit clearer and a better pattern setup. But what you can see right here, just connect your trend line. Here's where you broke down, and look at the drop on silver following that. Truly an epic little drop there on the SLV. So that was good. That's excellent. That's what we want to see here. Now what we want to do is take a look at some stocks in motion today. Well, first off, we have to touch on First Solar. First Solar, again, they come out and warn yesterday. The stock collapses about 20+%. Today it's continuing down, but it does have a little bit of a tail here. And I'll tell you this, folks. I'm watching for a setup. I do believe FSLR, First Solar, is near a multi-period low. And I will be giving out a long play on FSLR probably in the next week or less. So if you want to get involved, what you want to do is sign up for the 7-day free trial at InTheMoneyStocks.com. Take the research center. That's for swing traders. If you have a 9-to-5 job, if you work and you can't be in front of your computer 24/7, that's the service for you. There's a 7-day free trial. I will alert you via text, email alerts, assuming you sign up for them once you sign into your account, and I will give you those entry points. All right, I will give you the exact entry I get it. I put it out, literally buy FSLR at this price wherever I buy it. I'll put it out. It's time stamped. You'll have your stop and your target in there, and we just rock it. And again, just to give you an idea, folks, over the last couple days, what did I do? I went long JP Morgan, which is up 42 cents. It was up yesterday as well, even in a down market. We're up basically $1 on that trade in about 2 days now. A beautiful trade there. All right, and a couple other things out there that we've been watching and keeping an eye on as well. MasterCard, I moved out of half of my position yesterday. MasterCard, again, making $20 on the short there so far. I have half position left after taking $20 in profits, and we'll watch again to see where that goes over the next few days. But again, we are looking at a key pivot point coming up, and I encourage you to take the 7-day free trial to get involved here. Yes, it's the holiday season. Yes, the volume is slowing down, but there is definitely money to be made here. We've been making it all year long. It's not going to stop just because of the holidays. Yeah, maybe it slows down a little bit, but it's still there for the taking. So again, take the 7-day free trial here at InTheMoneyStocks.com and join the pros as they rock the markets using proprietary methodology that institutions don't even know. All right, let's take a look at a couple other stocks in motion. GMCR. This stock is just ugly. I'll tell you why it's so ugly, folks. You had a nice in spirit of bullish pattern here, and it failed. Anytime you have a failed pattern, the move down or the move, well, whichever way it's directed, in this case, a bull flag is supposed to go up. When it fails, the reversal move will be ginormous or big time, all right? So, again, big move down here, and you can see this dropping down, 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 and that, again, is just a little technique you want to remember. If a bullish pattern fails, watch out below. If a bearish pattern fails, watch out above. It's going to make a major move. All right, so again, that's a nice mover there. Let's take a look at DMND, Diamond Foods. Diamond Foods, Securities Exchange Commission says they're investigating today. That was not a surprise, but it's enough to chase a few of the longs that picked up over the last week or so on the big pop out. We nailed this move. I gave it to my traders in the research center down in this range. They nailed it on the upside. Literally, some of them making 50%, 40% gains in one single day. Now, we unloaded up here, and I've been cautious in saying don't buy, don't rebuy here. That's been the dead right decision, as you're now hit a new 52-week low on this. Now, eventually, it will be a long play, but not yet. All right, stay back. There's no reason to jump in on this. There's better trades out there. And again, any trade I take as a swing trade, I alert you in the research center via the hot charts and alerts. Inside the research center, you get everything listed on that page. So go to InTheMoneyStocks.com, click on Research Center, and you'll see all the services that are included underneath that. You get them all with your 7-day free trial, folks. It's all inclusive. All right. So that's what we're seeing there. Now let's go back to the spiders, and we'll just take a quick look there on the SPY. Very, very kind of little bit of an up move here. You're just kind of going sideways, though. Believe it or not, this is a mini in spirit of bearish pattern. I'm not necessarily expecting a major breakdown into the end of the day, though, only because the volume is so light. Otherwise, I would say there could be if we had better volume. All right. The last thing I want to just point out is Amazon.com, AMZN. It's up at $2.30 today. And you might say, well, that's not, that's okay. That's a little bit of a gain. That's a nice gain, I suppose. But the key was yesterday. Yesterday, a beautiful reversal, bottoming tail. And we gave this to our traders, folks, in the intraday stock chat. The buy down here in this lower range, $70 to $175 level. So again, 170 to 175 down here. The reversal was huge. That's a beautiful classic bottoming tail right there. All right, classic bottoming tail. So in any case, just look at that one. Enough said right there as you get a continued move up today and profits continue to roll in. All right, folks, enough said. I'm going to be heading back to the intraday stock chat now. We're going to do some good trading this afternoon as we get some volatility towards the close. I encourage you to come take the 7-day free trial to the intraday stock chat, 7-day free trial to the research center. Come check us out. There's no obligation. Literally, you cancel before the end. There's no charge. Simple as that. Very easy. All right, take care, guys. I'll talk to you soon.